Alright, so we're just starting game one of the tournament. I'm playing against Evan, his Warriors Chaos. In this scenario, you get 10 victory points if whoever has the most pyres, and only units of 5 can contest it. So I'm playing against Evan. Like I said, he's bringing his Skull Crushers here with his BSB, 2 Chariots, level 4 Demon Prince, Scroll Caddy, Horde of Trolls. His detachment includes 5 dogs, Hell Cannon, and Scylla. And on my side, I have my unit of dogs that I'm going to be taking the pyre. I got my zombies, Vargeists, my harpies, skeletons, crossbow guys with my level 4 Death Wizard. Then you can see where my 2 Terrorgeists are kind of positioned. 2 Spirit Host, Graveguard, and zombies. And my dogs are over here. And I believe he gets first turn. Alright, so he just started Warriors of Chaos turn 1. He just had a couple of his guys move up. Demon Prince flew over on that side. In the magic phase, nothing really happened. He cast Fleshy Abundance on those Skull Crushers right there. Nothing else really went off. Just kind of moved his guys up. Hell Cannon shot there and missed. And that was it. So we're off to my turn 1. Alright, we just finished my turn 1. I had no charges. All I did was move my ghosts and skeletons up there. Flew my Terrorgeist to these 2 sides. Vargeist flew over. Magic phase, it only saw a Gaze in the Gash onto those chariots, doing 1 damage. And that was it. That was my whole turn. My Dark Elves... Oh, I stored 2 dice in my Black Parrot, and my Dark Elves failed to cast anything on a 1/1/2. So we're off to Warriors of Chaos turn 2. Alright, so we just finished Warriors of Chaos turn 2. No charges. His dogs just kind of moved around. I double checked with him if my Spirit Host could still make it past there to charge his chariot. Demon Prince is staying 28 inches away. Magic phase was like a 4 to 6, so nothing really happened. And Hell Cannon completely missed the Terrorgeist, going 10 inches off my side of the board. So we are off to Vampire Counts turn 2. Alright, so we just finished Vampire Counts turn 2. My only charges were the Spirit Host into those 2 chariots. And then I flew my Terrorgeist over onto this side, spun those guys around to shoot at that guy, and just moved up my guys. Magic phase. The only thing I tried to do is do a Spirit Leech onto that guy, which total powered, doing 0 wounds and causing magic feedback, which wounded all of my heroes and removed the rest of my dice, besides 2 which I stored in my Black Periop. And in combat, nothing really happened, and so we are off to Warriors Chaos turn 3. So we just finished Warriors Chaos turn 3. Nothing really happened. His dogs charging out my zombies. Hell Cannon got angry and charged down the hill. Scylla beat down my harpies. Scylla charged into my harpies, and Demon Prince is kind of flying around. Those guys reformed. And in the magic phase, nothing really happened. You got Fleshy Abundance on those guys again. And they destroyed my harpies. Didn't overrun. The zombies killed the dogs, but chose not to overrun so that the dog will get in the way of those trolls. And that was the end of turns of Warriors of Chaos. So we are off to Vampire Counts turn 3. Alright, so we just finished Vampire Counts turn 3. My charges were Vargeist and Graveguard into the Hell Cannon, and those skeletons over on the left there, they charged in at his dogs, and his dogs fled through the Skull Crushers, and I redirected into the flank of his BSB, and my those dogs didn't do anything, and those zombies charged that dog to make him run right in front of his trolls, and my Terrorgeists flew up over onto this side. In the magic phase, nothing happened. I tried to cast some spells, and he Dispel Scrolled it, so I got his scroll out. My one Terrorgeist rolled a 3 to scream, and then my other Terrorgeist rolled Boxcars, and just made Scylla go poof. So, and my crossbow guys didn't do anything. In here, I ended up winning by 1, but he stuck around. 1 by 1, he stuck around. In here, he wounded my BSB by 1, killing 1 Graveguard, and I chopped up the Hell Cannon. And so we are off to Warriors of Chaos turn 4. Alright, so we just finished Warriors of Chaos turn 4. Both of his dogs, that one rallied, that one is still fleeing through the trolls. The trolls moved forward. He had a chariot that was right there that charged in at my graveyard. And right now I have 2 pyres and he has 1. So I'm winning right now. In the magic phase, he got Curse of the Leper off on my Terrorgeist, and then I dispelled his other spell that he tried to cast, which I can't remember what it was now. In combat, his BSB won by... I won by 1, but he got his reform in, and same thing over onto that chariot. And in here, the chariot killed my White King BSB, and I chopped up the chariot. So we're off to Vampire Count's turn 4. Alright, so we just finished Vampire Count's turn 4. I charged my Vargeist into his dogs, which he took him off the board. I moved my crossbow guys up, my terror guys flew up. Those dogs are hanging around that pyre. My zombies and dogs are moving up as well. And going into the magic phase, I did a big purple sun from this dark elf into those trolls, which killed a couple of my graveyard on the way in. But it only landed right on the middle, like right on the front of the trolls, so it only hit 7 models, and it killed all 7. The Scream killed a bunch of Skull Crushers. I think it had 7 wounds to those Skull Crushers, and the other Terrorgeist only did 1 wound to the Chariot. In combat, they killed the dogs, ran off the board. Skeletons lost combat, and Ghosts didn't do anything. So we're off to Warriors of Chaos turn 5. Alright, so we just finished Warriors of Chaos turn 5. In this turn, his Demon Prince charged at my Terrorgeist, his Skull Crushers charged at my Skeletons, and that was it. So in the Magic phase, he casted, he got -3 toughness off of my Terrorgeist, and he casted Mystifying Miasma on my Graveguard, and then he did his little Vortex thing that went flying over there, irresistibling it on 3 dice, and then only rolling the magical feedback or whatever, so it hurts everybody in base contact. In there, he I lost my Skeletons. My Skeletons lost by 11. The Demon Prince hit my Terrorgeist only once, but then did his Breath Weapon, which did 4 wounds and killed him. So we are off to Vampire Count's turn 5. Alright, so we just finished Vampire Count's turn 5. Vargeist came back on the table and flying that way. I had no charges. My dogs are they got hurt from that little vortex thing, so my Vargeist are coming to take the pyre. These 2 guys are contesting this pyre, and my graveyard have a pyre there. So right now I'm gonna have 2 pyres. In the magic phase, I tried to Doom and Darkness this guy, and he beat me in the Dispel. So then I just raised a unit of zombies. So now I am contesting 2 of them. And in this combat, my Sorceress accepted the challenge, and she got murdered, but steadfast, I stuck around. Skeletons all died. That fight, nothing happened. So we're off to Warriors of Chaos, turn 6. Alright, so we just finished Warriors of Chaos, turn 6. His charges were Skull Crushers and Throg into my Graveguard, and that was it. The trolls stayed around. In the magic phase, he cast Flashy Abundance onto Throg, and again, I think that was it for the magic phase. In combat, his Throg threw up on my Graveguard and murdered a bunch. I think he killed like 8 or 11. And I did nothing. I only had like 2 attacks on Throg and 1 attack on the Skull Crusher, so I just got wiped out. And the Demon Prince murdered my dudes and overran into my dogs. And that fight with the Chariot did nothing, so we're off to Vampire Count's turn 6. Alright, so we just finished Vampire Count's turn 6. I just moved my zombies up, Terrorgeist up to scream at those Skull Crushers, killing them all for the unit champion. And then just kind of moved my guys out of the way. He killed my dogs, but right here, I'm contesting this. I own this one because he doesn't have a 3 units of a unit of 5 models there. And so I get I had the most pyres, so I get more objective points. Alright, so I should explain the scenario itself. When we were reading it, we were reading it very fast because we wanted to get our game going, and we only had a 2.5 hour time limit. So initially when we read it, it looked like you got 10 points for each spire that you controlled, and in the tournament where you can get a maximum of 21 points per turn. I thought I had this in the bag where I had two spires. I'm going to get my maximum points. I'm playing the scenario to the T where I'm throwing candy essentially out of them of victory points to win the scenario. But it was whoever has the most pyres gets 10 points. So it, I didn't like that for the fact that I played the scenario, I won the scenario, but it kind of turned out to be a draw where I got 14 points and he got 13 points because I just kept giving him units that he wanted to take, and to draw him away from the pyres, the objectives themselves. But other than that, it was a good little scenario thing. That's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching.